into conservation. In our culture, when you shave your head, it's a big deal because when you leave culture and go to education, it's like living in two worlds. And everybody was saying, what? All my age mates were saying, this is not right. I did because I had to do it because I made a promise. I went to school for 5 years, and often I go back to Loita, where I come from. Kenya is not big. It's made of 42 tribes, and the Maasai people are among the minority that lives among the 42 million people that lives in Kenya. 450,000 Maasai that live in Kenya. I go every time, and I was lucky. I got married to the most beautiful wife in the world, as you can see. She's beautiful. And we were blessed. We had children. I got a job in one of the most luxurious camps, I will say, in the world, Sanctuary Olonana, as a guide. What does it mean as a guide? My life went back into conservation. I meet so many people all over the world. In 2004, I drove my Land Cruiser to pick a client, and I was so honored that it was Bill Gates that everybody knows all over the world. We were blessed with 4 children. And I go back to the village, and my children were growing. And my wife one day told me that, you know what? Our children are growing, and they need to go to school. I told her, I will sleep and I'll give you an answer tomorrow. I did not even sleep, trying to think a way that I can convince my wife that our children will get educated. The nearest school to my village is 60 kilometers. There are only 2 options. For us never to educate our children, or for us to move away from my culture and my people and educate our children in a town. And I said, this is not right. My children will grow not knowing their grandparents, their cousins, their aunts. I have to find a solution. I went back to work. I spoke to a lot of government politicians. I went to many offices all over Kenya. And I said, I have an idea, and nobody is going to stop me from using this idea. I have a career. I have a job that I meet people all over the world. I'll speak to the world, and I'll change my community. In 2009, we built a school through an organization called Under the Acacia. And when we built this school, a teeny classroom, we had an opportunity to be able to accommodate only 40 kids in that school. That moment, I said, oh my God, I was so nervous. I did not know that anybody can send kids into this school. We started the registration of the children, and by midday, we had 118 kids that turned up to come to the school. I smile in my heart